I'm taking a look at Day After Day by Badfinger, produced by George Harrison, no less. And George actually played some beautiful slide guitar on this along with Pete Ham and Leon Russell on piano, if you can believe that. It's a really gorgeous song. It has some beautiful slide guitar playing in it, and I'll probably cover that in a separate lesson if anybody's interested, okay? But today I'm taking a look at the main acoustic guitar part, the song, essentially. And so let's get started. I'm capoed at the first fret, placing the song in the key of F. All the chords are pretty simple, a couple of bar chords here and there, but other than that, it's pretty cool. So here we go with the intro. We're starting with an E chord, and we're going to move right into an A suspended, A sus4, back to a regular A major. You can also play it like that if you'd like to, but I choose to do it like that because I just like it, I guess. Okay, so here's how the intro goes underneath that beautiful slide guitar intro. And then the vocal starts right there. So again, over those chords, you'll hear the slide guitar, an octave higher, of course, but you'll hear the slide guitar play this. So I've just kind of tabbed that out for you in case you want to play it like that on acoustic guitar. It's really quite nice, a beautiful melody. Let me play that for you real slow. That's really kind of sweet sounding, so in case you want to add that in there, there it is, okay? So like I said, now the vocal comes in and you're playing the exact same thing, but I'll break that down and talk about how it's strummed exactly. So we just want to do straight eighth notes in the right hand, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and move to the A sus chord, down, up, down, and then catch the regular A chord on that upstroke, and then just keep strumming. So that's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again, catching the move from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret for the regular A chord on that upstroke. Right back to the E chord and strum it out. So the full pattern is played like this. So when we come back to the E chord, we're playing 2 full measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you actually start again. So you're on the E chord for quite a bit there. Added the quick strum there just to emphasize where it started over. So let's talk about the B section, which is essentially the chorus. We start off on a B chord, a big B bar chord, to an F sharp bar chord, and then we're going to move to an A. And I think this next chord is sometimes kind of elusive. People often think it's something other than what it is, but really all it is an E major chord, an E major chord with a G sharp in the bass, which is really just a big E major chord, but it's been used a lot, like Bell Bottom Blues by Clapton, just so many tunes. Sounds great, right? So it's A, and then E with G sharp in the bass, F sharp minor, bar chord of course, to an E. So that sounds really sweet. So let's talk about that section again. Once again, it's B, F sharp, A, E with G sharp in the bass, F sharp minor, and E. And we're going to play through that twice. to another verse. And that is essentially the song, but I will speak about a couple of particulars, okay? But that is essentially the song. And as you can see, there was a added chord at the end of the second go around there. And that's a really common chord. You'll find that in All Things Must Pass by George Harrison, Melissa from the Allman Brothers. And it's got a vicious name, but as you can see, it's actually pretty easy to play. And you can include the open E string, the top E string in that if you want to. So let's talk about a few little tidbits that are really cool and nice to add to the tune. After you play the second chorus, when you move to this part that I just spoke about, you'll hear that bass ascend. And that sounds really nice if you can tie that in with the chords. So the first two chords will stay the same because the second chord already has the F sharp in it. And it sounds kind of weird if you just play an F sharp minor. But we'll go like this. So that's kind of cool if you can capture that ascending bass pattern, okay? So what I did, again, was just play the E chord as usual, to the second chord as usual, and then come back to that E with the G sharp in the bass, and then an A major chord, so you get that ascending feel. And then, of course, the beautiful slide guitar solo comes in. So, just a couple of quick notes on the arrangement. All of that becomes a giant loop over and over again, and the slide solo takes place over that as well. And at the end of the slide solo, when we get to the last part of it, you only play that once, just those two chords one time instead of twice like you did in the beginning, okay? And then it goes right back to the verse. Man, these strings are drifting all over the place today. So as you can see at the end of the song, there is another little arrangement tidbit. So you come off of this, grab that E with the G sharp again, and then walk the chords backwards again, and end it on E. There you go with the acoustic guitar part from Day After Day. And like I said, I may follow it up with a separate solo tutorial on the slide guitar parts. They're absolutely gorgeous. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and thanks again, you guys, for supporting the channel like you do. I greatly appreciate it. See you soon.